Hello, guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, lovealadijonnaise. Welcome to all of you guys who are close or far away from us. Thank you so much for listening to us, for giving us the opportunity to be there with you, even though we are not physically with you. We are there in your heart, of course. And also, I'm gonna welcome to my beautiful girlfriend, so Sam. Welcome, and how are you?
Hello, welcome back, guys. I hope you're doing fine. I'm great, my love. Episode 10, welcome.
Episode 10, actually. I don't know how it has been so fast, but we're about to finish this season.
This season about to finish, but we thought we were gonna bring you something interesting today. Doesn't have to do with relationship or motivation, but it has to do with our countries and cultures.
Country, culture, and a personal thing. Yes, I will actually say that it's also kind of personal
It is
part.
personal.
Yeah. So basically, what we want to talk about today is how our relationship has changed us, and also how these cultures have changed us on a personal level, of course. So basically, what we're gonna talk about is, well, we've been already for more than 3 years and a half together, and up to this point, we are different than we used to be. Meaning, like, yes, the culture. I mean, Mexican Slovenian culture have changed us, but also the fact that we have been traveling, that we have been with a person that is from another country, and the way of thinking. So a lot of things that we used to believe before, or a lot of behaviors that we used to have before, they're gone by now. Why? Because of this relationship that we have. So we want to talk about it, all the things that they have changed us for good, and all the things that have given us an opportunity to be better people.
So basically, what we want to transmit to you today and talk about is our not new, but like a bit different philosophy of life that we had before.
Definitely. And also, which is, I mean, at the end, yes, because we're like kind of sharing our things, yes. But the main point of this episode is for you guys to see that it's not okay, that it's necessary to get to know other cultures, because every single culture has something good to give to you for a better life.
Yeah, definitely.
And to accept them. That's the main point of this episode.
And not judging them because they're different than you, but rather accept them and take good things out of each culture, and for you to grow as a person and have a different way of seeing how life is.
Yeah.
And how world is.
Of course, absolutely. And basically that's the main point. So let's begin. Let's begin with you, my love.
First thing I'm gonna say how Mexico changed me, or my philosophy of life, is when I came to Mexico, I knew that they put a lot of, for Mexicans it's very important, and they spend a lot of time with family.
Yeah.
And it's something is like, okay, it's family time, no one else's time, just family. No phone, no friends, no this, no that. Enjoy with your family.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in Europe we spend time with our families, but not as often.
No.
Not as often. And for example, with you, at least that's how I see it in your family, you children are also involved with the grown-ups, with parents and grandparents, whereas with us is like, it doesn't matter if it's an event or something, if you don't want to go or if you don't feel like hanging out with your family, it's like, okay, you don't have to go.
Yeah.
But you are basically losing the opportunity of being with your family, especially I feel like with your grandparents that are already older.
Yeah.
But also spending time with your parents,
Mm-hmm.
And now I see it more important, and I always have liked spending time with my family, but it's just like, let's say I'm more present.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all together, my mom, my aunts, my cousins, uncles, my parents, we literally put our phones away and we just talk, laugh, we're coexisting, because before it was like, we were there children, but always on our phones doing other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate it more.
No, and that actually, I mean, me as a Mexican, as someone that has been spending time with my family during my whole life, basically up to this point, that I'm so used to those family weekends that they are like every weekend, you know, because
Yeah,
that's
I
a
know.
cultural thing. I can tell you that it's amazing because, yes, it's amazing also going out with friends or having your time with yourself or couple and those type of things. But also, you learn a lot about your family. You learn about those manners that maybe someone else can actually teach you. Or you learn actually to enjoy the time with those people, as you said, for example, like the time that you spend with your grandparents, if you're lucky enough to have
Yeah.
grandparents, because some people they don't have grandparents, or they never. I mean, not that they don't have, but they didn't have a chance to meet them.
For example, me.
It's amazing. And the reason that I believe that it's amazing is because you can learn so many things from grandparents. They have so many stories to tell you. They have, like, of course, so much that they have so many things, and you have so many things again to learn, to see. You can take things out from them, like lessons of life, you know, for your life. And it's very different, the love from, for example, a grandma or a granddad,
Of
than the love
course.
that your parents can give you, which is at the end, I mean, yes, the love of your parents is the maximum love you can receive, but the love from a grandma or a granddad is so cute, and so it's a very cute love, you know, something that I really think so everyone should experience if they have, I mean, if they're lucky enough. And it's very sad to see, for example, when you go to a restaurant and you see like the children on their phones and the grandparents there in front of them. It's like, dude, like literally, you are losing this time with your parents that I don't know how much they have left, which is something you're not gonna get ever back again. And the fact that you are present with them and also with the rest of your family, it's something everyone should actually experience. And even being with your cousins, you have no, I mean, yes, you know, because you also spend time with your cousins.
Yeah.
But for those ones of you guys that you are not really from cousins love and those type of things, guys, believe me, like,
Cousin love is something
it's
amazing.
something very special. I have loved so much. I have so good memories with my cousins from both families, and it's something I will never, I mean, regret about it. And I'm
Yeah.
so happy that since we were children with both families again, we used to have these, sleepovers, or literally playing in the countryside, hiking. I remember, like, with my cousin from Guadalajara, the one that is the closest age
Yeah.
to me, like literally we used to play tennis, like wanna play tennis,
so
but
cute.
because we wanted to literally threw away the balls because we wanted to actually cross to private areas from other houses and just to explore. And also from, I told you, from the 171, all those sleepovers or playing soccer, like, or with my cousins are, I mean, amazing, seriously amazing. And it's something that every single person should enjoy with their families, because it's something that not even friends or your couple is gonna be able to give you.
No, of course not. And I can understand people that say, "Oh, I don't like my cousin, or my cousin's like this and that." Yeah, but you don't give them opportunity to know the cousin, because like some cousin love is something I can't explain you. It's just like you need to give yourself a chance to get to know your cousins and just enjoy with them.
Yeah.
Because, wow, I also love the time I spend with my cousins. And as you said, for example, like you can learn a lot from your grandparents. And for example, me, I wish they were alive.
Yeah.
Sadly, they both died when I was a baby, so I never had the chance. But yeah, because I could learn a lot from them. But also, I feel like you can learn a lot from your parents and aunts, uncle, if you just give the opportunity.
No, definitely you can learn from every single person. I mean, every member of the family something.
Mhm.
Even from nephews, nieces, and those ones that
Believe
are
me.
younger than you. Literally, you can learn something.
I have one of those.
We both have. Well, she has a nephew, niece, and I also have a nephew, niece.
Yeah.
And it's very different. It's something that, yeah, you can't explain actually
No.
about it. But I'm very happy that because of Mexico and our culture now, you're a bit more present with your family. Because also that's something European, and it's not your fault.
It's our culture.
It's culture. Actually, in theory, you can see Europe has an individualistic way of thinking, and it's not your fault. It's not that you're selfish. No, meaning that you are from an individualistic or individualism culture means that you are centered in yourself, which is also fine because usually individualism and these type of cultures, they tend to be very good with businesses and successful stuff. Why? Because they're centering themselves. But also at the same time, it's very important also to be this social part of your life that has to be with your family. So I'm very happy that now you're being more present with them.
Believe me too.
Yeah. Well, now about me, how has Slovenia changed me? Europe in general, and also being with you. Enjoying the tiny things and basically enjoying from calmness. Why? Because in Mexico we live such a chaotic and fast life, as I will call it. Every time there is noise pollution, every time there is pollution, every time everyone is on their own thing, everything is so loud, everything is so loud.
It's basically go.
Yeah, you don't even have the time to listen to yourself. And since I started coming to Europe and I started dating you and I started seeing all these things, now every time that I come to Mexico is like I need my silence, something so simple that for me is like literally the trash bus, like I never used to hear it, even though it's so loud, so annoying, I need to say.
Oh, so annoying, your trash bus.
I didn't used to hear it, and now every time I hear it, and it's not that I get annoyed.
You get, at least me, I get goosebumps.
No, I know, but it's not a comfortable feeling anymore. Why? Because I'm having my breakfast, or I'm still in bed, and they come and they're so loud, so they break the whole harmony of the environment of a chill morning. That is something I didn't have before. Like I never put attention to those type of things. So every time now that I come back is literally like I want my silence moment, and I appreciate when everything is in silence. Why? Because I can focus. I can analyze myself like from inside.
You're mentally. How do you feel?
How am I feeling?
What do you want today? What are you gonna do today?
Exactly. Those type of things I didn't used to do them before coming to Europe or before being with you. And that's because I have been living here and I know the price of being chill, the price to have your own me time, which is something in Mexico not everyone has it.
Which is sad, and it's just like, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's the culture you're in, it's the lifestyle you have, and everything is go, super fast. But I understand what you mean, because, I'm sorry. It's just, for me at least, I'm not a morning person. So even more important to me is like having my morning chill, my coffee chill, analyze myself, as you say, and analyze my day. What do I have to do? And just started with calmness. And I guarantee you your day is going to be way better than being like, go, noise from here, noise from there, stress, I need to go, and no.
Yeah. And right now, actually, you remind me something when you mentioned coffee. That one also has changed. Before, I used to drink the coffee fast.
Actually,
very fast.
Yeah.
I used to shot it like, why the hell would I shot the coffee like if it was
shot.
vodka? Literally, like it's not vodka or tequila and stuff. And now I enjoy my coffee. I drink it slower. I do agree that I still need to get better because sometimes I cannot drink it fast because I'm used to. But I learned to enjoy every single sip of coffee. Something that I'm pretty sure not all Mexican does. Why? Because it's the whole time coffee to go. Why? Because I need to go to work. I need to go to pick up children. I need to go here. Dude, stop. Sit at the freaking coffee shop, order you coffee and drink it. Don't work, drink it.
And it's not an excuse that you don't have time. You always have time. Just organize yourself, I would say. And also, you always have time, because the time you spend rushing and going and being stressed, and then, I don't know, because a stupid thing happens, because you were rushing, you lose that time that you could have spent at the coffee shop enjoying yourself for 10-20 minutes, for 15-20 minutes, half an hour. You're now spending your time solving this annoying thing that happened just because you were in a rush. and stressed.
Yeah.
And that with the coffee that you say, it's actually true. When we started dating first, and since I was the first one to travel to Mexico, of course you already have been in Europe, but still, I don't think you spend that much. I mean, the culture didn't affect you that much. I noticed that you were drinking your coffee fast.
Yeah.
Your tea in the night.
Literally, when there's anything else to do but sleeping.
He was drinking his tea so fast, and I'm like, how? And now that you've been here for a couple of time, and now I realize that you drink your tea slower, you drink your coffee in the morning slower, and actually I realized that.
Yeah. It's just I have learned, I mean, related to that, I have learned to split at times and not mix everything, you know?
No, it's not okay.
And as I always have believed, and actually I had this conversation with a couple of people back in Mexico, not really my family, but like with friends or co-workers from my previous job. I always have told them, Europeans know how to enjoy life. Because sometimes they know by now that I travel. Mm-hmm. And actually the question that, for example, my mom gets sometimes is like, oh, where is Felipe right now? Because they know that I travel. It's like, they're always like, oh, is he in Europe or in Mexico right now? And,
yeah, true.
And some people have asked me, of course, because of these usual trips, or like the relationship that I have is like, oh, how are Europeans, you know? And I always say, like, Europeans know how to enjoy life in general. And they always tell me, like, but how? We also enjoy life. And I always say, yes, but not as much as they do. Why? Because with you, a sunny day, it's a bless. And for us, a sunny day, it's a regular thing. So we lost the how can I explain the opportunity of appreciating a sunny day.
True.
With you, a cup of coffee, it's living your life. With us, it's coffee to go, only coffee to go. Why?
It's like,
because I need my daily caffeine in my body.
That's what I was about to say. For us, coffee is like you go out with your friends in a coffee shop, in coffee place. For you who are from Amsterdam, coffee shop for you something else.
Yeah, not those type of coffee shops from Amsterdam.
No. But just to make it a bit more fun, you just go with your friends, your family, your brother, sister, couple, your dog. If you want to take your dog out for a walk, and you just go, sit, enjoy the sunny day. People are passing by. You just And with you, it's like, I need my caffeine to survive the day because I'm so stressed. Apparently, I don't have time according to society. I have 2 crying children. I have a dog. I have a cat. I have a husband. No.
Yeah.
Those are just excuses. I'm sorry.
No, I know. And for example, I don't mean like Mexicans, we don't enjoy life. Of course we do.
Of course you do.
We have our very particular way of enjoying life, like could be like partying, because we party a lot.
Oh, yes.
And everything is a meaning of celebration, and for everything we have parties. But at the same time, when the party's over, that was it, you know?
Yeah.
And here, even like, for example, like I think it was the first time I came, or even in France, because actually it was in France the first time we saw that. Even on regular days, meaning like from Monday to Friday, which is like working days, you see people drinking coffee in a coffee shop in the middle of the day when they're supposed to be working. Why? Because they have the time, because it's part of the culture, and also because companies, they know it's part of their life. And this is something you don't see in Mexico, because whenever you see someone in a coffee shop on a working day, because the person works in the coffee shop or is working from home, but not like hanging out with maybe co-workers and those type of things, because here in Europe, that's part of being efficient. And in Mexico, it's the opposite. If you're in a coffee shop hanging out with your co-workers,
means like you're not productive.
You're not productive.
Which is sad, because the company doesn't give you the opportunity, to live your personal life, which is more it's important because if you think about it, you're gonna be way more productive, and the employee is gonna be way more mentally healthy if they live their personal life, not being stressed because of work.
Yeah.
And here in Europe, we do know that, and give the employer gives the employee the chance. Whereas in Mexico, it's like, oh, if you don't work until 6 p.m., you're useless for company, you're not productive, you're not allowed to hang out because you need to work.
And God forbids if they ask you to stay a bit longer and you say no, because if not, you are a traitor and you don't want to collaborate with a company whenever they won't even pay you extra hours.
Which is very sad.
Yeah. But, well, basically, it has been one of the things I think Euro has helped me in general, now to summarize everything, to enjoy a bit more of life. I mean, enjoy a bit more life in those tiny little things that they're so tiny that
we don't even
put attention to
yeah.
those things. So yeah. Do you have another thing that Mexico has changed you?
I would just add a tiny thing, not to be super long. Mexico definitely, as I said, changed me the way I spend time with my family, and I appreciate that because I never know when it's like the last time I spend time with a person from my family, with a family member. But also another thing is to be not to take things seriously, and it's okay if you're not on time to some appointments, those ones that are not like very formal and stuff like that, informal appointments. It's okay, nothing happens if you're 5-10 minutes late. Just chill, enjoy your life.
Yeah, and also we were discussing before, like, it's okay if something is not on the most perfect way.
I'm still struggling a bit with that, but that's because I'm perfectionist. I'm working towards it, but it's okay if, I don't know, apartment is currently not clean and perfect, or if I don't know, I didn't fold my clothes perfectly fine. Who cares? They're gonna be in the closet.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely.
So Mexicans, you are way more easier and chill with these things.
We're more chill. I mean, at some point, it's also not okay because there's a tiny little border between being lazy on doing things as they're supposed
but having a balance.
But having a balance, not to stress out for those type of things.
For stupid things, basically.
Exactly. And me, of course, not to make it like super long. I like to add something else that is, has changed me on the way now of those things, because I used to be super easygoing, a very easygoing person, not used to care about a lot of those things. And also, if someone used to do something is not supposed to, I used to be like, well, it's their life and that's it. Which at the end, it's fine. I mean, let people live their life and you live yours. But because of that, and because I've been in Europe several times, and because everyone here is, there is a word that is very important to remark here: educated.
Yes.
Everyone is, I mean, most part of the people, because of course there are exceptions in any country is perfect.
That's true.
But most of the people are educated, which is something very different from, I don't know how to do stuff, and that's why I don't do it correctly, or being educated and actually trying. And every time that I'm in Mexico, whenever I see someone throwing trash on the street, someone driving horrible, someone not respecting the rules of everything, I get so annoyed. But seriously, so annoyed. Why? Because now I expect people to behave as they're supposed to. Why? Because you need to be respectful to others. And whenever someone doesn't respect literally my space, or someone doesn't respect the way life should go, or for example the rules that they exist, I get so annoyed. I mean, at some point it causes me problems, because now every time that I'm driving, there's any single day that I don't get annoyed at someone.
That's true. Oh my god, he swears every time.
Yeah, but I mean, that has changed me a lot on the way I see how important it is to educate children, because those children are becoming into adults, and because of them, things are gonna continue being the same. Because as we always have said in Mexico, the problem it's not the government. The problem are not those not entrepreneurs, but like business people. No, the problem are parents with the children, because they teach them how to behave like a complete disrespectful person, and then when they come into adults, they keep teaching their children, and it's like not like an undying circle.
And that's why your society doesn't develop, doesn't grow as like society, which is very sad. I've seen that, and honestly, for me that I'm European, for me it's normal that parents educate their children on different topics for example, how not to bully other children, do not pollute, you respect the rules for driving, that's why they're there, you're not gonna cause an accident.
Yeah.
Or if you see a disabled person, don't laugh at them, it's a person, that's how God created them. Just if they need help them, don't judge them or don't laugh at them, for example.
I know. At some point has caused me a bit of problems because I had become a bit more European, if you want to see it on that way, because I expect people to behave, but at the same time I know I can't change them.
No, sadly you can't.
So I think it's very important, and the good part I can take out from here is how to educate people, I mean children, and the importance of education at some point, that because of education you can cause a huge problem, just like Mexico is as a country right now. Because yes, Mexico is so pretty, Mexico has so many things to discover, the Mexican culture is amazing, I love being Mexican, those type of things. But because of people of 100 years ago, we have this Mexico so problematic, full of violence, full of murders, rapers, full of corruption, of idiots in the government, and full of, I'm sorry, but full of shit, basically, because that's what is going on in Mexico right now. And everything has to be with education.
Well, I hope that our generation that is becoming parents in, our generation of people, Mexicans, they're gonna be educating their children better and more, and that's gonna be changing.
Exactly.
Because it's very sad to see such a beautiful country, and discovering a lot of stuff, but then like living there and people that surround you is like, why? Exactly. It's like a curse.
Basically, and actually we always have called it like that, like Mexico, it's so pretty and has so many things, but it's cursed. It's cursed because it won't ever develop if Mexicans continue behaving the way they've been behaving for 100 years or more than 100 years.
So I hope that our generations
they break
that. The curse.
Yeah, exactly. But well, basically that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Again, this is a shout out to you to accept cultures and to always see a culture as it is, not seeing it from your own point of view, but seeing it from their point of view. Why are they doing this? Why are they behaving like this? What can I learn from them? Because that's a very important part, and that's the most amazing thing from traveling or being in contact with someone that is from another culture. What can I learn from this person that it's better, like maybe my culture is like this, and always your culture is gonna be fine, but maybe there's this tiny part of your culture that doesn't really work, and that's why your culture is like that. Okay, what can I get from this culture, from this person that behaves and thinks different, in order for being a better person?
And with that, you're gonna grow as a person, and you can transmit that to others. And at the end of the day, you improve your culture with that.
Literally.
Yeah.
And you help. At the end, you help.
You help. But please be open to different cultures, religions. You can learn a lot. Don't be closed and mind closed, because that won't bring you far.
Yeah. But well, thank you so much, guys, to all of you for giving us the opportunity to talk. We hope that you enjoyed the episode. It was kind of personal and stuff, but at the end, I mean, we were just sharing a couple of things that we have gotten from different cultures and stuff. But again, just learn from new cultures, always see the opportunity, and we hope to have you here on another episode next weekend.
And as usual, you can find us everywhere on social media at lovealadijonnaise podcast.
Hope you have an amazing weekend, guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.